Guys, this is X Media. So vakusena anondadzoka nerimwe video raapostle Chiwenga achipa advice kuna evangelist Maponga kuti vasa abuse na Joshua Maponga. Uyo anoratidza kuti anoziva history but achinyepa. Saka ndisingakupedzerei time chingozvionera mega pavideo rokutera.
I do not think that Joshua Maponga is still in his right mind, because I don't see a reason behind doing a theological debate with Trimon Maponga. Maponga is semi-illiterate. How can you discuss theology with somebody who doesn't even know how to properly study books and understand the tenets of faith, the origin of Christianity, and understanding, reading books like the Church Fathers and Josephus and Cicero and others? This is not good. Maponga goes to Star FM, debates between the idea of worshipping our spirit mediums and Christianity. And then he beats Maponga to a pulp. I watched a fraction of that video and I said, what is Maponga up to? I think everybody must know his ability and know which battles to fight. You don't fight every battle. If you fight every battle, you will not last long. Because eventually the idea of fighting is to win something.
Yes.
So some battles have no incentive. Debate rikitwa na Joshua Maponga na Maponga pamusoro pe Christianity nevadzimu. It's a show. Maponga is actually bullying Maponga, pretending to be a very knowledgeable man who knows a lot, but he is abusing a person who is an amateur in theological discussions. Maponga cannot have a doctrinal discussion with me. He ran away many times when we were arguing Pagomba. I cannot even ask him to come to a discussion. I've never done that. I can't invite Maponga to a discussion. I can't invite Shava. I can't invite Magaya. I can't invite Matema. I'll be wasting time. There is no benefit in those discussions. I can't invite Masango, for example, to a theological discussion or a doctrinal discussion. It's a waste of time. When people talk, you must be able to understand where they are coming from.
Yes.
And say, okay, where are we going with this discussion? So I want to advise Maponga, don't be abused by Maponga. Go and preach your comic messages in those churches where they hire you. Get your suits and get your cars nicely and quietly. Maponga is using you to show himself like a very big scholar of theology. There is no benefit in this debate. If I was in Zimbabwe, I would go to Star FM and debate the African traditional religion with Joshua Maponga. I can do that. I'm not scared of him. The reason why I don't want to debate with them virtually, it is because there isn't good blood between me and them. They badmouth me and slander me every time. And so such a discussion should happen in good faith.
Yes.
Where people have mutual respect for one another. So tikaita discussion takatarisana so. Kwatarazva ndisingade ndogonongo kubvisa mazino. Saka na tisi padhuze nepadhuze ndechifila kuti andinyazoita zvandoda kuita mushemu. Yeah. All bullies, don't discuss with them musina kutarisana.
Yes. Yes.
Maponga is a bully. I saw him being humbled by one guy. I can't remember when he was discussing with the Ndebeles about the Ndebele kingdom.
Okay.
I saw him being embarrassed and he tucked his little tail between his legs when he lied about the history of the Ndebeles. We are going to put the link of that debate on the description of this video. He pretends to know everything about everything, but much of what he says about the story of Zimbabwe is not true. And he was educated by the Ndebeles. They told him don't tell us our history. We know it better than you. And they caused him to be quiet.
Okay.
Watched that discussion because I love to be acquainted with the history of my nation.
Yes.
And so every time I can, one of the Ndebele guys there is a scholar in Zimbabwean history, so I was following him before that debate.
Okay.
My advice to Mparinga is friendly advice, brotherly advice. Don't be used by Maponga. These debates have nothing for you. Using you to rise and build his own portfolio as a great personality who can defend Vadzimu and the African traditional religion. Now the world is going to say Christians do not have strong apologists to defend the Christian doctrine against African spirituality. But who is representing the Christians? Trimon Mparinga. And I think it's not fair. Pastor Juma, Mparinga cannot represent the Christians. No, it's not possible.
No.
So it's an advice. You can take it or leave it, but honestly speaking, there's no win in that debate. People think that I hate Mparinga. I don't. I'm just an objective man. Yes, I don't like to see him being beaten to a pulp like that by an old man who is abusing a younger man for his own personal ego. That is abuse. Where I grew up, there is a certain age where even if a young boy insults you, where I grew up, there is a certain age where even if a young boy insults you, you don't clench your fist like this. You'd rather take a small branch from a tree and give that small boy a whooping. You can't say, let's fight. You have to know that I can't fight with this little boy. It is not my age. Why can't Maponga find Christian theologians?
Yes.
Why are you avoiding Christian theologians to debate Christianity? And one thing must be understood, that even when I say I can debate with Maponga, I don't debate with Maponga as a Christian, because I'm not a Christian.
No.
Maybe he doesn't know that I'm not a Christian, but I'm not a Christian. I've never been one. Since I became Apostle Chiwenga, I've never been a Christian.
No.
So I don't want to defend Christianity, because I'm not in Christianity. I belong to the kingdom of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
I am a child of God.
Amen.
I am a saint. I am a believer. I am a disciple of Jesus Christ. I can defend faith in Jesus Christ against the African traditional religion.
Amen.
I don't want to defend Christianity, because I've also preached against Christianity. It's a bogus religion started by the Romans. I don't follow the Roman establishment. I don't. My faith is not a product of the Nicaea Council. Not at all. I hope these are very clear issues.
Yes.
Because if I'm going to debate with Maponga, we have to redefine the debate. It cannot be the African traditional religion versus Christianity.
No.
Because I'm not a Christian. I don't even want Christianity to be defended, because it's bogus. Jesus was not a Christian. Peter was not a Christian. Paul was not a Christian. I am not a Christian. So this is something that needs to be understood. So one thing I must say also is that these guys are talking a lot about me these days. I understand why they are doing it. They can't ignore me. If nothing important happening in your life, you have to find someone else to talk about.
Yes.
How can Maponga, Mparinga, Masango sit down in a podcast to discuss me and say I need restoration from what? Now think about it. These three men and other charlatans, they have never said I'm a man of God. But now they are talking about my restoring to where? Because if you want to restore Chiwenga, first acknowledge where he was a true man of God.
Right. That's right.
Because if something was wrong from the beginning, nobody should be restored to something that is wrong. You understand?
Yes.
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 I don't need restoration. Huh? Restoration about what? From what? Restoration not on Masango.
Yeah.
Now listen to me. If Maponga is an intelligent man in terms of